All right, let's talk about it. That pesky, annoying, what does it want from me? Check engine light. If you're watching this, chances are you've got a Toyota throwing a P0455 code and you're wondering what to do next. Well, you're in the right place. We're about to crack this code together. Let's get into it. Ah, yes, there it is, the check engine light. Your heart sinks, your wallet clenches. You just know this is going to be a whole thing, right? But here's the good news. The P0455 code we're looking at today, it often has a fix that is so simple. So what in the world is P0455? The official name is Evaporative Emission Control System Leak Detected, with the keywords being gross leak. Now, gross doesn't mean disgusting, it just means big. Your car's computer ran a pressure test on the fuel system and it found a major leak. And yeah, besides the annoying light, this can actually hurt your gas mileage and make you fail an emissions test. So what is this EVAP system anyway? You know what? Just picture a bottle of soda. If you don't screw that cap on tight, all the carbonation, all the fizz just escapes, right? Your car's fuel system is kind of the same deal. It has to be sealed up tight to keep all the gasoline vapors from leaking out into the air. The EVAP system is designed to trap those fumes so they can get burned by the engine instead. So here's our game plan. First, we'll get a solid handle on what this code really means. Then, and this is the best part, we're going to try the easiest, most common fix. If that doesn't work, we'll do some simple visual checks. And finally, we'll talk about when it's time to maybe call in a professional. All right, section 1. Let's pull back the curtain and really understand what system is actually triggering that light. You know, the process is actually pretty clever. Vapors from your gas tank get sent to a little box full of charcoal, the charcoal canister, which stores them. Then, when you're driving, the system sends those vapors over to the engine to get burned up with the rest of the fuel. It's a closed loop, all designed to keep pollution down. The P0455 code just means, hey, there's a big hole somewhere in this loop. Okay, let's move on to the fun part. The easiest fix first. Seriously, more often than not, this is the only step you're going to need to take to make that light go away. And here it is, the number one culprit, the most likely suspect by a country mile. Your gas cap. Before you even think about crawling under the car or popping the hood, you need to look at this little guy. It's the main door to the entire system, and if it's not sealed perfectly, the car knows it almost instantly. So here's your 3-point checklist. First, tighten it. When you put it back on after filling up, give it a good twist until you hear at least 3 solid clicks. Second, inspect it. Take it off and look at that little rubber O-ring seal. Is it cracked, brittle, or dirty? And third, if you do need a new one, authenticate. Please use an official OEM part from the dealer. Those cheap aftermarket caps often don't seal right and can cause this very same problem. Okay, so you check the gas cap, it's clean, you tightened it till your wrist hurt, and that stupid light is still on. It's all right, no big deal. That was just the easy win. Now we put on our detective hats and start following the evidence to the next location. Which brings us to section 3, inspecting the other EVAP parts. This is just a visual investigation. No special tools required, just your eyes. Here's what we're looking for. We're going to check out 4 key players: the purge valve, the vent valve, the charcoal canister, and all the hoses that connect them. Don't worry, I'll tell you where to find them and what to look for. First up, the purge valve. You'll usually find this right on top of the engine. It's a little gadget with a couple hoses and a wire plugged into it. Its job is super simple. When the car's off, it stays closed. When the car is on, it opens up to let those stored fuel vapors into the engine. A really common failure is for this valve to get stuck open, which creates a leak all the time. All right, now we're going to head to the back of the car, usually somewhere up near the gas tank. You're looking for a black plastic box. That's your charcoal canister. The vent valve will either be attached to it or very close by. Again, you don't have to take anything apart. Just get a good look at the box and all the hoses connected to it. Do you see any really obvious cracks or breaks? Is a hose just dangling there? And here's a great pro tip. While you're looking at these parts, give the electrical connectors a little wiggle. Make sure they're plugged in all the way. Sometimes the part itself is fine, it's just a loose connection that's causing all the trouble. So you've checked the gas cap, you've looked at all the main components and hoses, and you're just not seeing anything wrong. That is totally fine. It just means it's time to talk about when to call in a pro to do the one test that will find any leak, guaranteed. See, the thing is, this system has hoses and lines running all the way from the back of your car to the front. A tiny crack or a little pinhole in one of those lines is almost impossible to see with your own eyes, but it's still big enough for the car's computer to call it a gross leak. And this is where mechanics bring out their secret weapon, the smoke machine. It does exactly what it sounds like. They hook up a machine that gently pumps a harmless, really visible smoke through the entire EVAP system. It's the ultimate truth detector for finding these sneaky, hidden leaks. And really, it's just that simple. The mechanic just looks for where the smoke is puffing out. It could be a cracked hose way up on top of the gas tank or a bad gasket. It doesn't matter. Wherever the smoke comes out, that's where your leak is. The mystery is solved. So let's wrap this all up with your P0455 action plan. You're going to start with the easiest and most common fix. Check that gas gap. Tighten, inspect, and if you have to replace it, get a real one. If that doesn't fix it, move on to a good visual inspection of all the main parts and hoses. And if that leak is still playing hide and seek, it's time to let a pro with a smoke machine find the culprit once and for all. By following these steps, you've gone from being stressed out by a dashboard light to being an empowered investigator, which is awesome. So we'll leave you with something to think about. What's one car maintenance puzzle you've managed to figure out all by yourself? Thanks for diving into this with us.